Hello my sweet friends, welcome back. We are here with another monthly TBR jar video. This is going up a little bit earlier than usual because when you guys see this, I'm gonna be in Sydney for the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. I actually can't believe I'm so excited. But anyway, I needed a video that I could pre-film to go up while I was away. So here we are choosing out our books for March, which this year is already flying by way too fast. Let's see what I'm going to be reading in March, the first month of autumn here in Australia. I will say in terms of mood reading, I have been loving fantasy recently and not really anything else. So we'll see how we go in March. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe not. Our first prompt is a book cover that matches your outfit. I mean, I'm wearing beige and black today. So, ooh. I was gonna say we could do this book, but this is the second book in a series, so I feel like I can't really pick that one because I need to pick the first book, and the first book is red. And I'm obviously not wearing red. I know that this is not beige, but like orange, it's not very close, is it? Are there any beige books? This is kind of colorful too. The spine kind of matches my outfit, if you can kind of see that. I don't really have anything like beige. Maybe I will do this one just because the spine matches my outfit, and that's like the best I've got, guys. I'm so sorry. That's a bit sad that I don't have anything like super fun. Like if I was wearing like pink or like blue or something, I'd have a few more options. But it looks like the first book on our list is Tempt Our Fate by Kat Singleton. I haven't read anything by this author, but I'm really excited to read this. This has been on my list for a while. She sent me this book, so it is signed by the author. And she also gave me like little page inserts, which I do have to put in their rightful place. I haven't done that yet. And I also have a bunch of stickers and stuff for this book. This is an ARC copy, but I'm pretty sure the actual book is like definitely released now. If you guys want to get your hands on it, I have no idea what it's about. I'm assuming small town romance. I've spent my entire life in the small town of Sutton Mountain where everyone knows everyone and you can spot trouble from a mile away. Camden is trouble. He's an arrogant, self-absorbed billionaire from the city with too much money and not enough manners. He's just opened a fancy art gallery next door to my bakery. The more I see him fall for the town, the more I start to wonder if he could ever fall for me. That sounds so fun. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm not in a huge romance mood at the moment, but hopefully I'll be feeling some sort of romance during this month. Moving on to prompt number 2. FaceTime a friend for them to choose. Ooh, who should I FaceTime? I wonder if George is available right now. She's in Melbourne at the moment, so she might be busy. Hi!
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I just finished. Why are you FaceTiming me?
So I'm filming my TBR jar chooses my reads, and I got a prompt that says FaceTime a friend and have them choose.
Oh my god, that's so much pressure.
Would you like to choose my book?
Please, show me the options.
Okay, let me show you my TBR card. Okay, these are kind of the options you have at the moment.
Is that book club hotel down the bottom?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I haven't read it yet.
Ooh. Okay, can I tell you who I'm choosing between?
Yeah, which two are you choosing between?
Maybe Meant to Be.
Uh-huh.
And
This
the
one?
Dolly. Yeah.
Dolly Alderton?
Because I want to know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, that's so fair. These are the two George is choosing between, guys. Maybe Meant to Be and Dolly Alderton's new book.
I want to ask you which one you want to read, but that's not the point. I think good material.
Great choice. I really didn't want to read this. Yeah, I'm so excited. That's a great choice.
Wow, I'm on it. That was really stressful.
You're really dedicated for answering like while you're out as well. I really appreciate it.
Well, I just thought it was going to be serious, which it was.
It was very
It's
serious.
a matter of business.
Exactly. Wow, that was so fun. Okay, so George picked Good Material by Dolly Alderton, which I've been wanting to read, so this is really exciting. I'm pretty sure, is this like literary fiction or just general fiction? I don't really know. But from what I've heard, it's about like a breakup, but from the guy's point of view. I'm intrigued. I really, really am. And this wasn't released like too long ago, so it's kind of still like a new release. I love the cover. The cover is absolutely stunning. I haven't heard that many reviews about it. One of my Instagram friends, Tegan, read it and she really enjoyed it, and I trust her opinion. So we'll see. It's not my usual genre, so I feel like it's always a bit risky when it's like not my, like, it's like not fantasy or romance or something that I'm like super used to reading, but I feel like If anyone's gonna get me to read general fiction or literary fiction, it's probably Dolly Alderton. I've read all of the other books that she has published, so it's only right that I read this one. The other one that she was choosing between was Maybe Meant to Be by K.L. Walther. And the reason I don't want to read this one is because I recently read one of her other books and I just like did not like it. So I was just like, oh, I don't really want to read this, but I also do want to get this off my TBR. So I wouldn't have been like that upset if she had chosen this, because at least I would have like gotten to read it and get it off my TBR card. It might be really good, I don't know, but I was just kind of disappointed by the last one that I read by her, so I wasn't like super excited to pick this up. And Good Material is also on my 2024 TBR, so that's honestly perfect. Prompt number 3. Free pick. That's the best thing ever. Oh, what do I want to read? It's always hard when I get free pick like early in the video, because like if I get it at the end, then it can be like, oh, I was really hoping I'd get to pick this one and I didn't get to, so I'll add it now with my free pick. But since we're like right at the beginning of the video, I don't know. I'm really sorry if the lighting changes a lot during this video. The sun is just like coming out, going away, coming out, going away. So I'm really trying to just go with the flow and it's really frustrating me. But I think I'm gonna go with my gut instinct, and my first like thought, like the first one that I was just like, oh, I really want to read that soon, is a new addition to my TBR cart. Actually, I didn't get this too long ago, but this is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. Oh my gosh, that's so such a similar name to Olivia Atwood. That's kind of funny. Anyway, is this cozy fantasy? I know it's definitely fantasy. It's also so short. I'm shocked. I got this recommendation from Katie is Reading. She honestly gives the best fantasy recommendations. I love pretty much everything that she recommends, so I often read her recommendations. And I think this was like one of her favorite books from last year, and I obviously needed to read it because of that. I don't really remember exactly what it's about, so let's read the back. Oh, it's a historical fantasy. Ever since she was cursed by a fairy, Theodora Ettings has had no sense of fear or embarrassment, a condition which makes her prone to accidental scandal. Dora hopes to be a quiet, sensible wallflower during the London season, but after the strange, handsome and utterly uncouth Lord Saucier discovers her condition, she is instead drawn into dangerous and peculiar fairy affairs. This sounds so interesting. So it's like high society Bridgerton vibes, but then like fairies. Slay. The longer Dora spends with Elias Wilder, the more she begins to suspect that one may indeed fall in love, even only with half a soul. Oh, that's so cute. I am really excited to read this. I kind of want to read it right now. It's less than 300 pages. This is crazy. Prompt number 4. Ooh, a Goodreads Choice Award nominee from the past 3 years. Do I know any off the top of my head? No. We're gonna have to do some research. Oh, I do know one off the top of my head. It's Babel. I don't want to do that. Everyone loves to make fun of how much I really avoid Babel, but can't help it, can I? Okay, so it would be 2023, 2022, or 2021. Those are the options I have. Let's see if I have any on my physical TBR first, and then I guess we'll expand if I don't. I'm looking at 2021 at the moment, and it's not looking good. Everything that I do own physically, I've already read that's on this list, at least so far. There's a lot on here that I like want to read, but I haven't got to read yet, so I guess I could do one that's not on my physical TBR, but let's have a look first. Wow, there's a lot that I've read, which is nice. Let's look at 2023. Fourth Wing I've read, Practice Makes Perfect I've read, Happy Place I've read, Love Theoretically I've read, Yours Truly I've read, Things We Hide from the Light I've read, Romantic Comedy I don't have, Final Offer I've read, King of Pride I don't have, The Right Move I have on my Kindle, but I haven't read Mile High yet. 7 Year Slip I've read, Wildfire I've read, Meet Me at the Lake don't have, Plucking Around don't have. 2022 read, Babel's on there. I don't want to. That's literally the only one that I have on my physical TBR that I haven't read yet. This is not looking good for me. I'm scared. Okay, listen. The only one I can put on there is Babel. That's the only one I physically have. But here's the thing, just because I put it on my TBR doesn't mean I'm gonna read it. I feel like if I put it on my TBR, people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's gonna read it. I'm not making any promises. I'm gonna put it on my TBR because I literally have no choice, because it's the only one I own physically. Is One Dark Window, was that like not on the Goodreads Choice Awards for last year? Yeah, is it literally not on there? I feel like that was such a popular book. I'm just so shocked that it didn't get a nomination. Well, I guess I'm gonna add this to my TBR. I don't want to. Like I said, this doesn't mean I'm gonna read it. It just means it's on my TBR. I could read it. I might not. Don't get your hopes up if you're one of those people that's been waiting for me to read it, because I'm not promising anything, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on. Ugh. That's really dampened my mood a bit. Moving on to prompt number 5. A book that involves a dog. This is a lot better. Do I know of any that involve a dog? I feel like rom-coms often involve a dog. Okay, I can't see any dogs. It's one of those things where it's like a lot of these could have dogs in them, but unless it's like on the cover or something, I'm not gonna know. Oh, the Book Club Hotel. Does that have a dog in it? I feel like it might. I started this a while ago and just never finished it. Guys, where are the dogs? Where are the dogs? Oh my gosh, it was maybe meant to be. Does it have a dog in it? Oh, I didn't see one on the cover. Guys, does Saving 6 have a dog? Say You Swear. Fractured Sky. Does she have a dog? I kind of want to go with this one just because I know that there's definitely animals involved, because this is part of a small town romance series that I've been reading. And I know like the female main character in this one, and she's obsessed with animals in general. I don't know if she has a dog. She has horses, but I think I'm just gonna go with it because I don't know any other ones. Yeah, like I said, I'm not completely sure if she has a dog. I think there'll definitely be dogs featured in this book because one of the other main characters I know from like one of the previous books has a dog, so at least there will be a dog somewhere in this book, like at least in the background. So I'm gonna go with this. This is Fractured Sky by Catherine Cowles, the final book in the Tattered and Torn series. I've been reading this for the past couple months, and this is book 5, and I just really like this series. It's just really like easy to read. I really like the characters. It's a bit of like romantic suspense. Like there's usually a bit of like a mystery element to it. It reminds me a lot of the Eden, so if you like that, you might like this. And they're all pretty short too, so it's just like a nice little kind of like a palette cleanser kind of vibe, and I really enjoy it. Prompt number 6. Oh, this is long. A book that has a cover with a different color than the spine. Okay. No. Okay, we can do Say You Swear. Cool. Okay, so we have one option, which is Say You Swear, because the spine is like this like purpley pink color, and then the front is like black with a bunch of other colors as well, but it definitely has like a distinct contrast to it. I've been wanting to read this book for so long and just haven't got around to it. I've heard like very mixed opinions about this. This is a romance, for those of you who don't know. I think it used to be Kindle Unlimited and then it got traditionally published. I think a lot of people say this makes you cry. I could be wrong with that, but I think that's what I remember about it. Kind of scared about that. I feel like some people say it's very like Wattpad-y, so I guess at least if I go in with those sort of expectations, I feel like that's probably like, it's probably good to go in with the right expectations, you know, because I feel like if you're not expecting, like if you're expecting a really like well-written, beautiful, like amazing flowery writing and stuff, almost like Emily Henry vibes, and then you go in and it's like Wattpad-y, it's like, oh, what is this? But I feel like if you're expecting it to be like kind of bad, but in a good way, then you can have fun with it. So hopefully I really enjoy this one. I love it how I said that I'm like not in a romance mood, and I've picked out so many romance books in this TBR, so that's really great. I want more fantasy. We've got 6 books so far. We have 2 more prompts. Please give me some fantasy. Please. Prompt number 7 is a book out of your comfort zone. Ooh, okay. I might do The Final Empire by Brando Santo. Mostly because this is high fantasy and I don't read a lot of high fantasy, and this is a book that kind of intimidates me because I feel like it's going to be one that I struggle to understand, and so because of that I feel like it's definitely out of my comfort zone. Like it's not one of those ones that I would just reach for and be like, oh, this will be a fun easy read. Like to me this is kind of scary. I've read one other Brandon Sanderson book, which was Warbreaker, which I loved, so I'm really excited to read more from him, but it is definitely like not my go-to, not my usual, you know what I'm saying? At least we got a fantasy book. I'm happy with that. Moving on to our last prompt. Last book on the TBR for March is, oh, a book that has been on your TBR for longer than a year. Well, all of the top ones are new. I think all of these ones are not a year old, so it'll have to be one from the bottom here. Actually, maybe we'll do this one. I'm pretty sure this has been on my TBR for over a year. This is Girl Serpent Thorn. Pretty sure I got this from the YA section, so I assume it's YA. I know it's fantasy. That's all I know. Cursed to kill anyone she touches. Soraya? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, has spent her whole life hidden away from everyone except her family, safe only in her gardens, until the day her brother's soldiers capture a demon. Ooh, don't love demons in books. A creature who could hold the key to her success. And as Soraya's choices lead to consequences she never imagined, she begins to question who she is and who she is becoming. Interesting. It's honestly like very little for a fantasy book, and the font's a little small, but not like super small. But yeah, this book is only just over 300 pages. I'm intrigued. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this or not. I haven't heard that many reviews about it. I've heard a couple people talk about it. I definitely bought it because of the cover. I think it's such a beautiful cover. I just love like the flowers, and then there's a serpent going through it. It's so pretty. I love the pinks with like the grayish kind of background. It's gorgeous. Okay. That is our TBR. Let me just rearrange some things and we'll do a bit of a recap. Okay, so our official March TBR is Tempt Our Fate, Good Material, Half a Soul, Babel, Scared, Fractured Sky, Say You Swear, The Final Empire, and lastly, Girl Serpent Thorn. I definitely feel excited by this TBR, but I also do feel a bit intimidated because there's a few books that are a bit out of my comfort zone, but I feel like we have a good variety, so I'm happy with that. I always like to have like a good variety in my TBRs because I don't tend to just love reading one genre for the whole month. So we'll see which of these I actually read and which ones I don't. Let me know if you want to see any of these books specifically in a reading vlog, and I'll try my best to include them. But I love you guys so much. Let me know what is on your TBR for March, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.